everybody, my name is Dr. Film, and no, I'm not qualified to be a doctor. Today we're taking a look at a new movie released on HBO Max, starring our two favorite cartoon characters, and that is Tom and Jerry, the movie. Directed by Tim Story, this film is based on a cartoon series created by William Hanna and Joseph Barbara. And before we begin, you should know there will be minimum spoilers ahead in this review, and if you want to check out the movie, you can find it on HBO Max. Now we got that covered, let us begin. Let's start with our two main stars of this film, Tom and Jerry. The filmmakers did well presenting us the characters that we know and love. They are just as good as they were in the cartoon series. They were funny, energetic, and I'm glad that the filmmakers didn't decide to let Tom and Jerry talk throughout the film, which is a good thing, because the last time Tom and Jerry talked in another movie, it was pretty weird. And let's not forget how good the animation looks on Tom and Jerry. Despite the pandemic, the animators were able to create the look and feel of 2D animation on a live-action movie. They were able to accomplish this by 3DVCEIECGI.com or something, I don't know. I forgot what it was called. What do you think, Creed?
www.creedthoughts.gov.www/creedthoughts. Check it out.
Thanks for your input. I'm also glad that the animators also animate the other animal characters in the film, because it creates a consistent environment for the world of Tom and Jerry. And it also helps prevent any confusion from the audience asking why Tom and Jerry are the only animals animated in this movie. As for our human side characters, they were in the movie, and you would spend a lot of time with them than Tom and Jerry, and that's pretty much what I can say. That's it. Now, I don't mean to be rude towards Chloe or the rest of the actors. It's just that the audience was expecting to see Tom and Jerry, not Tom and Jerry and plus these human characters that you know nothing about. If the filmmakers wanted to include human side characters, then that's fine, but don't focus on them too much, otherwise it deviates the theme and the spirit of Tom and Jerry. Also, when the actors interact with Tom and Jerry or any of the other animals, their performances were not that believable. They don't even look convinced that they're talking to either Tom or Jerry. Compare this scene from Tom and Jerry and another scene from Who Framed Roger Rabbit and tell me, just tell me, which actor do you think was the most convincing?
Why do you have Prita's ring? Have you had it this entire time? Give it to me. Now! Drop the ring!
Hold still, will ya?
Does this help?
Yeah, thanks. Do you mean to tell me that you could have taken your hand out of that cuff at any time?
No, not at any time. Only when it was funny. Come on, Eddie, raise your sense of humor.
Yeah, I think we know who it is. As for the humor was somewhat good and bad at the same time. You see, the humor from the human characters were not that memorable, and they could come off as a bit awkward sometimes. Honestly, I can't think of one good joke from any of the actors. Especially this actor, who you may recognize from the show Community and the Hangover movies, who is pretty funny in those roles.
Hey, look at me. I'm Andrew Dice Clay with starfish on my face. Yeah, I'm out of here.
Quit fixating on this, man.
I'm not fixating, you retard. It's called fixating.
But in here, all you can remember is him complaining about the rat messing his kitchen and such. And frankly, I feel like his role in this film was pretty much wasted. But on the plus side, the humor is found in Tom and Jerry, and they are pretty funny. Their interactions pay homage to the cartoon series, and you would see little Easter eggs here and there, such as this scene.
Well, that hit the spot.
Now the story. Well, to be frank with you, The movie is basically about Tom and Jerry battling each other out in New York City, in a hotel. And, that's all I can think of, actually. I may include the other subplots, including Chloe's character, the marriage, the hotel, but that's the problem. The audience doesn't care about the subplots revolving around the human characters. They care about Tom and Jerry, except there's no story for them. Nada! Que lástima! Am I really supposed to believe that the writers of this film couldn't come up with a story concept for Tom and Jerry in a 1 hour and 41 minute runtime, but they could for the other human characters? Yeah, right. Let me show you an example of a movie about a main CGI character that is the main focus of the entire film, with an actual story for him, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Let's go!
Boom! Mic drop! The reason Sonic the Hedgehog works is because the film focuses on Sonic himself, where you would see his struggle, his fears, his doubts, and his goals. And along the way you would meet these side characters that you would grow to like. But as for Tom and Jerry, it's mostly about this character instead. So yeah, to answer your question, Tom and Jerry left me a bit disappointed because it has weak humor, a boring, predictable so-called story, and not so funny or interesting human characters. Now, to be fair, the film has one good quality about it, and that is the characters Tom and Jerry, who you enjoy their presence on screen for a couple of minutes. But for an hour and 41 minute runtime, yeah, I don't have an easy answer for that. Bottom line, the idea of Tom and Jerry becoming a live-action movie sounds like a good idea. But now, I think Tom and Jerry should have stayed in the cartoons. Tom and Jerry, the movie, scores a 6.5 out of 10. Well, that's the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more of my content. And you can leave your thoughts down below. For those who have seen Tom and Jerry, what did you think about the film? Thank you all for having the time to watch this video. It really means a lot. And as always, I will see you guys in our next appointment. Man, it sucks that this film didn't do so well. What now?
Sir, we can start watching the new show on Disney Plus, WandaVision.
Let's go check it out! Come on!